Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you all. Hope you've all had a lovely day, whatever it is that you've done with it, whether that be, world building, nanoing, chilling, all good days. It's all a good day, My day has been less productive than I hoped, but also fairly productive. I haven't done as much world building as I hoped, but that was because of yesterday, where I was like, hey, I'll write about a character, and then I spent 7.5 hours in a voice call, so I did not write about that character. Which is on Saturday's stream, I worked on the Bayari's Heart article. I finished it just after the stream ended. On the Sunday, I worked on a city article. It's fine. And then yesterday, Monday, I was like, I will write about the prince. And it will not take me long. It's fine. And then 7.5 hour voice call, so I didn't finish it until this afternoon. And so I have not made much progress. And sleeping, yeah. Sleeping is also a lovely day, as long as your rest was, like, restful and such. Oh god, I'm getting notifications. Oh god. There we go. And my phone's all the way over there. Off in the void. So, the plan for today, as in the stream announcement in the Discord, was to work on another character article, which I know. I know. This is the third one. Fourth one, technically. Because there was Drakanyu in the first week. Oh, I edited that at some point. There was a city-state called Asterfulo. Then, I think last Tuesday's stream, I worked on Samborgan. And then, yeehaw, we're back at it again. It's Ursraworth, baby! Which is their neighbor, so at least it's like, that one actually carries on. Kind of. It does carry on, because there is, like, stuff to build on from the Samborgan article in this article, because there are things that I did not get into great detail on, because it didn't matter to Samborgan as a country, but it matters to Ursraworth. Need to write a 3,277 word chunker of an article until 4 AM. But at least I'm over 10k now. It was always supposed to be a short character article. Oh god, that's a mood, isn't it? It's like, this will just be a short article. This is a couple thousand words later. Ah, shit. It'll be short, it'll be simple, it won't be. It won't be. I actually don't remember which of these articles is shortest currently. I think it's probably this character's here. I think she's probably got the shortest article. Or it's about Bloodsteel. It's one of the two is my shortest article so far. My articles actually haven't been that big. I think mostly because I'm low-key burnt out after Nano. So I've been writing a lot slower and a lot less in chunks, I guess. Though that was partially because at the start I was still working on Nano, and then also doing WorldEmber, and that was not getting me anywhere. That was kicking my ass. So, I can't go that way. I need to go the other way. I need to go the other way to see my progress. There we go. Yeah. Settles in with a sleep tea. Hell yeah! 850, 930, 970, 560. Ysera might be the smallest. Bloodsteel. Yeah, okay, so the god article is the shortest, which is weird, because that god is actually really important. I don't know why her article... Oh, is it not a her, is it? I don't know why that character's article is so short. Did I not have much to say? I guess not. I'm sure that'll change in future. I'm sure that article will get beefed up. It's fine. It's fine. As long as I get 25k, that's good. So I'm currently at 18k, but I'm taking that with a grain of salt. Because... oh boy. BB code, am I right? Good lord. Especially because of the... where is it? The War of Yinbab Cape that I wrote about last week. Because, I don't love the way that the belligerent panel shows up by default. So I made my own. And so that's like, there's like maybe 20 actual words here, but this is like 100 words of in total on the back end. And so when you just like copy over it and you just go Control C and then up, we'll go into spell check and we'll just check it, right? Have a spell check document. Because the editor doesn't spell check. That is how many words? That's 26 words. It's probably close to 100 on the back end, and it does count as words technically, but I get like antsy about it because in like challenges, like in the monthly or the bi-monthly challenges that get run in between WorldEmber and Summer Camp, the way that Baron or the judges check for the word count that you've done is they literally just do this. They just highlight it. And they go Control C, Control V, and then how many words is that? Oh, that's the wrong... Oh god. So if I do that, I copy it in, I get, 1,429. But on the back end, it's 1,752, So even though, like, I know that it shouldn't be an issue, I don't want to just hit 25k. I want to go at least a k over, if not more, just for my own, like, sanity. So that I don't, like, not make 25, like, properly, Stuff like that. And it should be doable. It would be more doable if I hadn't done Nano, I think. And also if my floors hadn't been torn up for, like, a week. Well, they do check occasionally. Mostly, I think, like, I'm not speaking with any, like, expertise here because I'm not one of the judges. I think the enchanters are the ones who go around checking stuff sometimes, and, like, Dimmy and Janet, or specifically Dimmy. I think what they sometimes do is they check, like, award winners. So they'll check people who get shortlisted for the template, like, category things. So if you are in the, top 15 or whatever likes in a template, they will check your articles but they're most checking your articles for, like, artist credits and stuff. But if you, like, win a raffle prize, I think they check. Do not quote me on this. Do not quote me on this. Because they do, like, that's what they do for the bi-monthly challenges. If you make the shortlist by amount of likes, and then they click it and select it, and your word count is above the maximum, presumably you would then be disqualified. I've never seen that happen, but presumably that's the way it would go, right? Obviously, we're talking about going under rather than over, but I think some people get checked sometimes. Just, like, mostly people with really high word counts. They'll check a couple of theirs. Or people with really long articles. Like, if they look on it and it says that you wrote an article that's 4,000 words long, they will go, and they might check that kind of thing. I don't know. They don't check often, but I like to be confident that I haven't only gotten to 25k by, like, a technicality. I don't want to get it by technicality, Yeah, 4k is almost a short story, and I have a 4,000 word long article because it basically contains a short story in it. Or, well, I guess it's excerpts that would technically count as a short story. It's complicated, but I have an article that's 4,000 words long because it contains a shit ton of prose. It's a document template, so there's, like, the history shit that I love writing, and then there's a bunch of prose in the document, because the document is prose. And I wrote most of it. And technically, it's way longer than it needs to be, but I had fun with it. So, like, it depends. They do check a little bit. They do definitely check a little bit, mostly for plagiarism, though. That's the main check. It's just like, did you plagiarize? Did you steal? Are you doing a theft? And if you did a theft, then they get mad at you. But that usually gets caught at the start of WorldEmber. Because someone will be like, we'll be refreshing the stats page and we'll see someone who's gotten 10k in 2 hours and we'll go, no. The community just goes, that's impossible. No. Holy shit. What do you mean Langna? Wow, how does Langna have that many words? That's like 10k a day, Langna. The hell? Christ. I'm not even on any of this anymore. Like, I'm not even on this leaderboard page anymore. I was on the items template leaderboard for like the first week because I wrote one of the first item template like articles that got likes. And even then I was only like, I was first and then I was third and then I disappeared. Because I don't share my articles enough, so I don't get likes. And I'm like, that's fine. Good lord, there's so many stuff. Like, I'm not even close to any of this. Like, I'm not, that's a lot. I'm not, that's most liked entries, not even close. Not even close. I don't even have, I think the biggest one is 3, and it's an item template. So it's in here. It's too low now. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, the rest are there, and they'll show up at the end. Once WorldEmber ends, the leaderboard gets expanded, and I'll be able to be on the list. Yay! But I won't win any special prizes. But that's fine. I don't need those. I've won enough in the last, like, 2.5 years. Used to be high up on the likes and didn't write for 15 days. Oof. That's rough. It happens, though, you know? Sometimes the writing just doesn't go. Like, again, yesterday I did not write much because very long voice call, a lot of chaos. People are weird. I think everyone in that voice call was a little bit manic by the end of that. And the weirdest part was, so like 6.5 hours in, we all said goodbye. And then we didn't leave. And then an hour later, someone finally said, okay, I have to go. It's 1:30 in the morning. And so he left. I left about 1 minute later because I was like, I gotta. And then people stayed for like another hour. And I'm like, y'all have been in there for 8 hours. Shit, dude. People are wild. Oh god, what am I even doing? I'm writing about a country again. You can see my awful notes. Because I needed to make timeline notes. Which is always good. Ah, parts of the story, a couple thousand each. Ah, right, okay. A lot of prose writing happening. That makes sense. Because depending on like what kind of person you are, prose can just flow. Very easily. Especially if you like sprint it out. Like, I mean, I wrote like, what, 65k during Nano? So like, sure. Sure. You can write a shit ton if you put your mind to it. It's just a lot of words. So got ding. Well, that's like, this is like a 2-sentence section here. And then I haven't decided when it actually begins, which is probably not great. I probably should do that. I should probably figure out when this country starts, because it's a long story. It's quite old, as they often are. It's pre-war though. Where's the war? The war's here. Okay, so it's pre this shit. But like, when pre this shit? Probably pre this too. Pre-party boat. I've mentioned the party boat so many times, I feel like I just have to write about the actual party boat at some point. Because I keep alluding to it, and I've even technically written about it in a conspiracy article. And I was like, hey, dude's boat went down, but I feel like I should actually just independent, like, an article just about the party boat. No surprise, person in a sanctum. I mean, yeah, it does kind of make a lot of sense that the people who are in those higher tiers, they spend a lot of time on the platform and they do a lot of stuff with it. Whereas the rest of us are just like, I mean, I'm not doing anything business with this. I'm just having fun. I need to pick a year for this to happen. When does it happen? Probably before this. Maybe in this era. Well, it's a really short era. Why is the era so short? Standard. Why is drought so short? I mean, I guess it's because it was just the drought, wasn't it? Yeah. That's a really short era. Nothing is gonna happen in that era. Or maybe I should put it in there just for shits and giggles. Just to have something happen in the era of drought, because nothing usually happens. It's so short. Like, so much happens in the era of plenty, which is only 28 years long, because it's the prelude to a goddamn war. So there's, like, you know, the party boat, there's an assassination, there's a declaration of war. Those are 3 events already that are in that bit. 1, 2, 3. And there's probably more you could put in there, but at least those 3. But the era of drought is 18 years long and nothing is gonna happen. Just nothing. Oh, wrong. Oh god, I'm in the wrong place all the time. Into here. I'm gonna pick a. It's a rough here to put shit in there. Should put stuff in here. Put it in peace. I mean, we could put it in collapse. Just say it began in collapse. Because it was, well, Where's my dice? I've got a different color of dice for once. I've been using the same set of dice for random rolls for like a month. Use a different set of dice. Oopsies. The shiny ones. I mean, they're all shiny. This is shiny one. Shiny. It's like purple and gold. Which I will use to create a random date at some point. Because if freed from collapse is when it starts, then, well, the era of collapse is a degree long. How long is that one? Collapse is 88 years. Okay, so basically just pick, like, there's like a 60-year range it could be in, basically. Okay, it's not at the very start because it's so far south. So it's probably like the 60-10. Chuck it in the back half. Chuck it in before the flood. My butt's impersonating me. Oh no. My butt is claiming to be me. How dare it. Okay, we're gonna roll a d6 and a d10. That's the d100. Roll a d10. I guess I should know D10, whatever. Roll D10 and D6, and we get 27. Which means... It means something, I promise. So 88 minus 27 is 61. Wait, no, should it be that way? It should be the other way. Alright, so since I rolled 27, we'll say that it's 47 years in, which means... 47 collapse, which is negative 510. That's a 900-year span. Wow. Damn. Hot damn, dude. 47 collapse. 510 BC. This is like, I don't know, man. Like, so I'll roll on a d10. That is a 6. 6. Conquest, which is an amount. 677. It wasn't a country then, but it you know, it was a place. And then it exists prior to the events of war as an independent kingdom with completely different borders. It fought with Halvis against the Zachalavud. Comes into Persian Union. In 95 BC, which is 95... Right, so 95 BC is 37 reconciliation. So it's an independent country for about 400 years. Then it comes into personal union. Then it joins with the other one in like 120 years. That's literally just 32 AC. Math is hard. Then 20. Well, it's 2531 Civil War. I need the actual, like, doodad numbers. I need the math numbers, please. Where are the math numbers? God. Close the language compendium. 31 growth. It's 248. 1116 contact. That's recent-ish, I think. That's like, what, 369? Nice. 369, nice. Then 31 contact, 10 return. I had that written down somewhere, and then I don't have it anymore, so let's do it again. It's 396. Nice. AC. And then I said sometime very recently it has constitution now. Congratulations. The kingdom has a government that is democratically elected by the people purely because it's split in half. It kind of has to do it. So 10 return is 96. It's only been 20 years. I'm trying to figure out what the max end could be for that. Because they didn't do it directly after the war. Because I don't think they actually finished the... I wrote the war like a week ago. Why don't I remember what I wrote in it? Oh no. There's a lot of wars. Where is it? Here it is. Thank you. Oh wait, what? Okay, it was nearly 12. Got it. Had a minute. I mentioned something in here, didn't I? Oh, it was over here. Here it is. Here, wait. Maybe I didn't say. I think it just ended when everybody else did. I think everybody chilled. No? No, it didn't chill. That's why. It was down here at the bottom. Because they still were having a wartime until a separate treaty was signed. And then, you know, stuff happens. And it's been 30 years. I can't do math. So it's been like, you know, 28 years, I think. Well, 29, technically. But like 28. How recently would they have developed a constitution? Let's roll a d20. 13 years ago. There you go. That'll do it. That'll do it. That is 412 AC, which is sometime in return. I know that. 412. 26 return. Very nice. Colon. Okay, I have all of its dates. Congratulations, welcome to math. I love doing timeline math. It's so great. No one likes math. Nobody likes math. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the... Oh, I know how to do this one. This one is... Throw with... Oop. Navajo. Actually, I could go with Australia. Make that a shorter one. Oh, here we go. Here's the good shit. Here's the bit where it always gets funky in here. When did they found again? Founded in 47 collapse. Fancy. Ah, welcome, Author Goddess, and the raid of 10 people. Ah, raiders. More words, more words. Always more words. Welcome everybody, welcome Author Goddess, welcome Dazzly Cat. Hope you all had a lovely time sprinting, getting words done, being productive. You have come to the less productive of the streams running at the moment. Ah, jeez. Small. Oh, oops. Oops. Small, there we go. Goddamn Estonian keyboard. Doesn't like me when I do that. Okay, so, yes. There we go. Oh, Natalia. Everybody is here. So what is everybody else working on at the moment? While I puzzle through timeline math. Is everybody else working on, like, actual, you know, words getting written down? Haven't been too productive. Just enough to fend off the anxiety of, I won't make my word count. I'm so worried about that, because, oh my god. Christmas is going to be annoying for that. Yes, I did take up your suggestion to use the Estonian keyboard over the German keyboard. But the issue is that then I try to do BB code, and I just start typing like, It's just umlauts. I'm like, ah, shit. Wrong keyboard. I have an editing job, plus need should record a vlog, take a shower, step by step by step. Hell yeah. Oop, and we've got an arm showcase. Okay, give me the 1 minute to get this founding date field filled out, and then I will read your article about WorldEmber, which I think I have. That's the one about the dragon, right? Oh yeah, absolutely, because it's all just rearranged elsewhere. But I'm a very visual person. I need to be able to see the keys. I get confused. Okay, so 47 collapses. How long ago? 510 plus 45 is 935. Damn. Yes. Crap, type out the link. Oh, okay. Just post it again, it's fine. Like, don't redeem another showcase, I don't think you can anyway. Just post it in chat. My bot won't, yeet anybody for that. Let's go. And then, break. When did they split? They split in 31 growth, which is 248. So now it's 45 minus 248, which is 177. 177. Here's go. And thank you for the follow to Tuli Karhu. Welcome. Awesome. Okay. We have the article. It looks identical to me. Oh, because it's missing the A. Okay. Gotcha. I was like, it looks the same. I'm like, oh, it was missing the A the first time. I got it. I can read. Oh, and a hydrate. Okay. Hell yeah, stay hydrated. This is a smaller bottle, but my old one needs to be washed. And hello, Julie Caru. 7 years ago. After split from. I can spell the word churladom, I promise. I can't spell the word churladom. Oh no. Split from churladom. Small. And that should be the field filled out, I think. Ah, everyone's getting in queue. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. The queue is just the 2 people, because it's not a long queue. There we go. Reach 10k. Yeah! Make more articles. Do more world building. World building is fun. Hit your goal and then just keep having fun. Okay, so I have filled out the founding date tab, which, oh boy, there are longer ones. So now we can read Dazzly Cat's. I clicked the. No, I clicked the right one. Panic. The panic briefly hit where I was like, oh, I hit the wrong one. No. I hit the correct link this time, the one that works. Alright. Yeah. Water. Okay, so this is Dazzly Cat's article. WorldEmber. Okay. I have to actually read words. Oof. Devastating. Okay. When I was a dragon. It all began in a time before the world was made again. a time when dragons were nearly as great as the gods. Into this world I was hatched, a wee darling of silver and ice that slept and played with my clutch under the watchful eyes of our mother. We lived in a fluffy layer of clouds Mother had forged into a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers to confound those few who managed to find it, as well as to hide her wondrous trove from rival dragons. Yeah, an Easter egg, yes. Quiet world build for today. Hell yeah! Quiet world building is a good thing to do with the day, honestly. Okay. When we grew from hatchlings to wormlings, Mother took us out into the world to learn it for a decade or two, before deciding we were ready to explore the world on our own. My exploring lasted decades that turned into centuries, and I learned much of magic that fascinated me more than anything else. To my shame, I was so fascinated that I failed to notice the chaos unleashed by that vile traitor of all dragon kind, Eternos. By the time I did notice, it was too late. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. The demons, creatures of chaos, had overrun the world and broken it. In that moment, we all learned the truth of the world, and how truly insignificant we all were, compared to the great father of all. The world was remade, but into two parts, one to be the true world, and the second to serve as a moon and home of the gods. Punishments were dealt out, and it was to the dragons that the worst punishments fell. Understandable, since the bulk of dragonkind had followed Eternos, but it was still terrible. Not one dragon who had lived upon the world before the breaking was allowed to ever live upon it again. It was either total destruction or banishment to the small world under the direct rule of the gods. Oof. Interesting. When I was a tome, I chose the small world, but longed to explore and study the remade world. But there was no way I, as one of the dragons, could ever do so. I struggled for ages trying to find a way, but failed. In my failure, I turned to Boki, the goddess of magic, for solace. I would possibly remove the first comma, but other than that, we're cool. I only focus on commas. Commas are the only thing I know anything about, and even then, I use commas too much, so hypocritical. She was a boon to my soul, and it was she who found a solution. She needed a tome that could teach the magic knowledge she wrote within it to the right souls, while also protecting that knowledge. This tome would live upon the world, in the hands of her devoted. Of course, I accepted such a role, and welcomed the change from my magnificent dragon form to that of a tome. Oh, it was glorious to exist upon the world. For nearly 5,000 years I taught the way of Boki to her devoted, who were all manner of creatures. And then I came to a sect of her devoted who called themselves the Brethren. An interesting name when not all of them were male, something they had deliberately planned so their female brethren could work with even more secrecy than they did. And secrecy was their most important tenet after devotion to Boki. The Brethren had stumbled upon a ritual generations in the making, and realized that its outcome was inevitable, though when it happened could be delayed. They dedicated themselves to sabotaging the ritual in every way they could. Then, one day, they were forced to carry out their sabotage of last resort that brought about the end of instant. People found themselves scattered around the world, and it left me with the leader of the Brethren. Okay. I think I follow. Bad things happening, they're like, we can delay it, and then, uh-oh, we have to do big delay. We gotta do the big stuff. And that scattered people everywhere. I think I follow. It's obviously deliberately a little bit mysterious. When I was a familiar. During the next 3 years, we adventured, living as simple spice traders, while still managing to keep our eyes on the plotters who had spent generations gathering all they needed to bring about their ritual. They, too, had been scattered around the world. Scattered also meant weakened, and there was hope for the Brethren to again sabotage their efforts. Tragically, the Brethren leader was murdered by one of them. I needed to hide, and so I arranged to be changed from a tome into a familiar with 2 living forms. that of a sturdy toad, and a feathered flying viper. The grandson of the murdered Brethren leader became my master, and I became his teacher. What can we do now? That remains in the future. Interesting. That's a really interesting article. Like as a character, going through these different forms and the different life that Garzio Indar has led in each of those forms, and also now pledging to, you know, kind of fix the mistake that was made, because, like, you know, the world got destroyed because he didn't pay attention, and now he's paying attention. And ideally will help at least delay the end of the world. Better than nothing. At least I assume that the ritual that they're stopping has either destructive or other shenanigans properties. I'm thinking either total annihilation or some weird, like, Dragon Age soul-ass shit. Breaking the Fade stuff. Which is great. And I like how little bits are kept a little bit vague, just so I can think about it. Though, of course, I can always read the end of Instant later, which I might put that in my reading list, so that I can read about what this means. And we'll read that later. Shenanigans in a really big bad way. Hell yeah! They always are, aren't they? They're always just the really big bad way shenanigans. They're like, it's never as simple as, hey, we want to, like, get a god to, you know, revive someone. It's no. We want to use god power to just blow up the earth. Full shenanigans. It's great. Love shenanigans. I'm gonna go to a window that won't blind everybody. There we go. When I close, otherwise I'll go to the spell check and just be like, wow. Okay, so that's Dazzly Cat's showcase. I still said it's a 2, right? I can't remember if I changed it from 3 back to 2 or not. I should check that. But I can't see chat now. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Channel points. Don't play the sound back to me. Showcase is set to 3. Okay. Alright. Yes, there is a second, yes. Why can't they use that power to make the most delicious pancake instead? Hell yeah. Why can't they just make pancakes? Why is it always gotta be sacrifices and, like, world destroying? Make a pact with the gods and just become an amazing chef. Oh god, oh no. Which of my gods would be best for that? I'm tempted here. I've only ever written about, like, one demigod. I should probably add more. And I can make some of them just really chill. Okay, yeah, so there is a second showcase. I would want to make sure that Orthogoddess is still present and not, like, having a shower at the moment. Because if Orthogoddess isn't here, then we will wait until she is back. Well, I mean, yeah. But, like, I think it's an amazing story to, you know, make pancake. Make the best pancake. There's a narrative of growth. I would never write that, but oh god. If only. Okay, Orthogoddess is here, which means we can read article. Yay! We can read the article. Yay! We can get the 2 showcases done in one fell swoop. It's efficiency. And it's procrastination. Okay, so this is Orthogoddess's article called Cloaking. Ooh. Oh, it's a spell. Ooh, I don't read spell articles very often. Oh, this rules. It's because I don't write them. It was just like meditation. In, mind goes blank. Out, I'm not here. Over and over. In, mind goes blank. Out, I'm not here. Mind blank, not here. Mind blank, not here. Mind blank, not here. I felt my consciousness go to the other. the place of visions and mindfulness. My awareness slipped into that place of there, not there, where I could hear and see and smell, but as if watching a movie. Ooh. And that's Nicola from Too Weird. Effect. The caster removes their consciousness from the perception of others. This is not the same as disappearing or becoming invisible. The caster can still be seen by cameras, and is nearly impossible to hide from someone looking for the caster when they know that the caster is there. Doubt that the caster is still present helps the spell work. Ooh, okay. This spell is best used when the caster only might be there to the perceiver. It is broken by emotions, piercing through the mental shield that the caster has put up, so the perceiver can do things to frighten, horrify, or enrage the caster, which will break the caster's concentration. That is the word caster many times. I know there's not a whole way around that, like a lot of way around that, but that is the word caster 4 times in 2 sentences. So if there's any, like, synonyms that will mean the same kind of thing, I would suggest sprinkling that throughout the article, just a little bit. I clung to my detached state, willing the darkness around me to move me like a cloak. Not here, not here, not here. My mind cycled through the mantra, projecting the image of my physical form, transforming it into just another shadow behind the trash bin. Terror clawed at the edges of my mind, a gibbering panic that tried to take control. I firmly layered more darkness around me, burying my consciousness beneath the shadows of my own mind. Side and secondary effects. A caster who struggles with mental health problems may find the required mental disassociation appealing. This can create a cycle, as the disassociation makes them less likely to be noticed, which contributes to feelings of loneliness and isolation, which can exacerbate mental health issues. Oof. Yeah, I guess that is fair. Oof. If no one can see me, I'm alone. Alright. And then manifestation. The caster becomes hard or even impossible to see, blending in with a crowd or shadows, or simply going unnoticed. Gestures and ritual. There is often a mantra that accompanies the visualization technique. This varies based on what the circumstances are, and by the way the caster thinks of the spell. Some use a cloaking or covering visualization, while others prefer visualizing a fading or transparency effect. Right, okay. So since you're, like, meditating, you can picture it as being, like, physically covered or just, like, slowly, like, fading out. That makes sense. Like, there's varied ways to get the same end result. They would have those slight little tweaks, like, individual... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. The individual little flair on it each time. For each person. Applied restriction. Strong emotions will break through the dissociation necessary to make the spell succeed. Spirit perception can see through the effects most of the time as well. I like most of the time. Most of the time it can see through the effects. But that implies that there are circumstances in which it doesn't. Which is interesting to me. I like when there's that little bit of, yeah, mostly... Because then, you know, it begs the question of when doesn't it work? And I guess part of that is, you know, if the perceiver has no reason to believe you're there, they just won't see you. Which is neat. I do like that. It's a nice way to, like, it makes it very easy to understand that the difficulties of making the spell work with, like, you got the pros and the cons of, you know, it being a bit difficult to emotionally deal with being basically ignored if you're in a susceptible state, and, you know, it's difficult to be emotionless. So it's not like a easy snap your fingers, you're invisible thing. It requires effort. I like that. I like the spell. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it though, but I do like it, and I like that you've put. I'm pretty sure those are excerpts of from your book, right? I do like those. I like the little bits of prose. Prose is good. I never get I don't have any excuses to use excerpts from the nano novel that I was writing because the character doesn't do anything. I've got a, you know, not even a finished novel, just the whole thing. It's like, this is not relevant to anybody else except that character. Oops. But I like the little bit of prose. Prose is good. Okay, I will now close that. Boom. Alright, I'm now back in timeline hell. Oh god, these headphones. Evil. I can fix this. There. Ah. Okay. So I have a timeline. I have its dates. I wouldn't test. I'm gonna test something. I don't remember how it displays when that happens. Ah! No! That won't work. Nope. Can't do that. Can't do that one. Okay. I'm trying to think of how to best convey that it's been through an intermediary phase. I guess I can just copy this. That might work. I might just copy that same description of what happened. Because then that explains that there's an intermediary phase. That highlight properly? I think so. I think that's proper. There we go. Oh, nope, it didn't save the small, did it? There it is. Boom. Now it has the 3 founding dates, which... I feel like I should probably make that its own custom section at some point and just go, hey, very important dates. Like it was, you know, the kingdom began here, it changed significantly here, it changed again here. 3 days, 3 things. I'm just currently trying to figure out what Pokemon types various Final Fantasy monsters would be. Ooh, interesting. I unfortunately have very little experience with Final Fantasy, so I can't help much with that. I played an amount of 15, and I've forgotten pretty much everything from it. I know about Chocobos. And I'm like, well, a Chocobo's a flying type. That's just normal. That's it, though. Maybe a normal flying. Maybe it's not flying. Who knows? Chocobos. That's it, though. That's the only Final Fantasy monster that I know. I know Chocobos. And that's not technically a monster, that's just a creature. So, oops. I promise I played an amount of that game, but I don't remember anything from it, unfortunately. It's been like 4... oh god. When did I buy Final Fantasy 15? When did it come out? It's been like, I don't know, 2 years since I've played it at least. So, oops. I'm not as bad as my sister is at video games though, because she'll play the video game and then she will not finish it. She will never finish it. It is impossible for my sister to finish a game. Like, I don't think I've seen her finish one. It is wild. Oops, wrong button. There it is. Don't worry, that's gonna have changed the thing again. No, it didn't. Okay, good. Moogles and fairy types. Yes. Yes. I do know what a Moogle is, I think. Planning on making a Pokemon fan game with Final Fantasy creatures and monsters. Ooh. Hell yeah. Pokemon fan games rule. Officially the... what is it? Is it just the kingdom? It's probably just the kingdom. The kingdom of... oh wait. I don't put the there in the thing. Oops. The kingdom of... oopsie daisies. I had this for a reason, so copy it. Oopsies. Oh my god. I should play more Final Fantasy, but I have not. I have so many games on my PS5 that I have just... Oh, PS4, sorry. On my PS4 that I have just not finished. Like, I finished Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. That's it, I think. That might actually be it. Oh no, I finished Fallout 4. Stellar track record for finishing video games on the PS4. Oops. Hell yeah. We can all help each other out as best we can. I mean, I can't help, but like... You ask people like, hey, you know this creature? Please help. But I unfortunately know little. Officially, the Kingdom of Urstlewith is a constitutional monarchy located on the southern... How do I describe it? Southern shore, southern... Oh. On the southern coasts of... Now, where is the @ key? On the Estonian keyboard. Where is it? Where is it gone? Help. Where's the @ key? Shit. I can't find the @ key. God damn it. They're hitting all of them. It's like, where is it? Old Grave 2. What? Oh god, okay. Alright. I keep forgetting Alt key exists. I rarely use Alt. Because, default Australian keyboard, aka the US keyboard, does not use Alt. Alright, we figured that out. So, Thrasin. Great, I'm from the hole. I'm here to help. Hell yeah. Thrasin. Formed after the... Well, I mean... Okay, it's not that. I can't copy that bit. Split in half by the... Grave 2. Oh, so it's just like... Oh, not all of them have alt graves. Oh, they do have alt graves. Ooh, hey. I found the money symbols. Oh, I found them. I found the BB code buttons. Found them. It's fine. I mean, English is hard. It's hard when it's your native language. Like, it's already hard enough. Everybody else is disadvantaged significantly. We're all suffering. We all suffer under the weight of 7 different languages flowing into the British Isles. I mean, yeah, okay, point still stands. English is hard even for us. Especially if you've had a long day. But even if you haven't, sometimes your brain's just like, language, no. Language is difficult at the best of times. By the... It'll just be by... Chilladum. Chillydam. By Chilladum. It's in a very fragile position. I mean, that is basically it. It's just very fragile. That's a really short opener. Maybe I would mention that it was a merger first. Formerly in a personal... I'd call it in a union. In a union with... Sam and Sherla. It is now split in half by the latter, and exists in a very precarious state. That's an opener, baby. I mean, that'll do it, right? That'll make it happen. Apples. What is that? No, that made a difference. That made a difference for me. Okay. So then we go to the history section. Oopsies, that's the wrong button. H1 history. Where's the... Okay. Step 2. Figure out where the slash is. There it is. Found it. 7. So, Shift 7. Alt Grave 8, 9. We're getting there. We're getting there very slowly. It's not like I've had this keyboard enabled on my computer for like a year now. Or at least like half of them. No, like, since June. It's been here for a while. I should have figured this out by now, but I didn't realize Alt existed. We got it. Okay, it's the history section. Ooh boy. Oopsies. Ooh baby. Ooh baby, the worst part. The hardest part of all of the articles, and that's why it's the majority of it. Okay, so the region that would become, or sort of, oopsies. No, that's correct. Astral World was a collection of miscellaneous city-states and kingdoms long ago. But these were all conquered by the... Figured it out. The Visceral Empire in approximately, we're gonna say approximately, approximately 6 conquest. And I'm gonna link to the calendar, the first timeline mention. So 6 conquest. Long story. 6 might be a bit too small, actually. 6 might be too early into conquest, depending on where they actually got to. It's up here somewhere. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, this is it. Nope, that's the other one. This is the one. So the question is, where is that? Specifically. Specifically, where is that? My apples. Dark mode to light loading. Ow. Owie, owie. Where would that be? Because where does the mountain end, technically? Because the country borders do not follow that mountain to a point. They get to about here and they bugger off into yeep yeep. So, is it like here? Did they get to here and then everyone went, uh-oh? Or did they get to like here and everyone went, uh-oh? Because this is like the line. So what is the southern tip? What does that mean? What does that mean, past Isaac? What does the southern tip mean? I don't know. And I never put in all the country borders, because it takes me like 5 minutes to do one of these. And I need to redo all of these ones too. Oh my god. Oh god, so many of them need to be redone. Oh. The agony. And these ones look real messy. But they are messy, so that's normal. Because this is Earthworth here. And if they made it here, 6 years to get from here to here seems kind of reasonable. If it's from here all the way back over here, 6 years seems a little bit unreasonable. Yeah, ooh, colors! Yeah! This is the world map, or I guess continent map. Half of the setting. Half. Of the settings map. It still needs to get... These need to be fixed up, and it's missing a couple countries that have names. They actually have names. I've named all but 7, I think. And like there are a lot of countries on this on this map. I don't think I need to tell you that. You can see it with your eyes. There are a lot of countries on this map. So oopsie daisies. I guess like if they made it here, where is Central? I need to read my calendar. What does it mean? Origin. Central West. Central West. Okay. So if it's like here, then it probably is here then. So I guess 6 works. I might still bump it up to like 10 though. I'm gonna say like, I'm gonna say 11. I'm gonna say 11 Conquest. They get their act together. And by act together, I mean they get bulldozed. I think that makes sense. Because the Conquest era is... So it's in this chart. Conquest is 64 years. Oof. That seems kind of... They have to conquer so much, though. Oh, God. That map's probably going to need to be redone completely, this one. I need to redo this one anyway, but... Like, that's a lot. I mean, they're only conquering this bit in 60? But still. Well, I mean, I guess, like, Napoleon did better. Fuck it. It'll do. It'll do. I'll live. No one comes here for rigorous militarily conceived world building. It's shenanigans. Does not map. Exactly, does not map. Because, like, I rolled the dice last night to tell me, like, which article should I, you know, which article should I work on next? And the dice rolled to a country that I haven't named, has no flag. I only barely know which one of them it actually is, because there's like 6 of them in one spot where I'm like, I don't know which one of you is which. And I know nothing about them. And I was like, not during WorldEmber, buddy. Do that some other time. Roll the dice again and give me a country I have named, have a flag for, and know where is. And it went, hey buddy, you got it. And I'm like, thank you. So now I'm running about Ursulaworth, which is basically just a follow-up to the Sunbolgan article from last week. So I'm like, that works. Yeah, let Tooling map instead. Hell yeah. Ooh, you've added a ton of new countries to Lithia. Ooh, a ton of work to do. I mean, yeah. Countries take up a lot of time. Like, if I pull up the pledge article, which is where all my tables are. All my tables for rolling random articles to work on are in the pledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 different articles. 33. These are 33 countries I haven't written articles for. 7 of them don't have names. I don't even know what their deal is. I might actually merge a couple of these ones in here. Not the point. You know? Jesus. And then you want like a leader for one of them? And I'm like, oh god. Fuck. Ooh, showcase show map. Yes. That's actually good, because I meant to change showcase from 3 to 2. Because I wanted to do like 1 every hour. But this is good. Because then that means I only did 2 articles. And we get to look at a map. We get to look at a pretty map. When it loads. Oh god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Oh, oh. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna give it... Okay. Oh, I can't zoom out anymore. Oh god. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, baby. Okay. So I know what Polonia is. I'm using this to orient myself. I know what Polonia is. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Oh no, I have to close it. I have to close it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no, you almost crashed my Chrome. Alien. Oh no. Oh, yeah, that happens. That happens. I've done that to myself at least once. That happens. Okay. I got the gist though, which is holy shit. That is a lot of countries. Because you have a lot of very small countries because of like the whole things have happened. To put it simply, I'm gonna go to a non-blinding tab. Things have occurred in the Arctic, in the world overall. There's a lot of small countries in there. You probably have as many as I do, and I think a smaller landmass. Possibly, I don't know the scale. Let me know, the first time I visited this stream, the first thing I heard was, oh shit, oh shit. And that is just what we do here. Thank you for the follow, by the way, ECC Books. It's chaos. It's just chaos, you know? It happens. Oh no. Oh jeez. It was a beautiful map, but I can't look at it while streaming. I have to have a separate window to do it. And I'm not going through the effort of capturing a different Chrome window. The setup doesn't allow for that. Well, I guess technically it does now. Technically, I can actually do that on this setup. That requires changing things. I'll do that later. Because I realized, oh, I have two monitors. I can just have the one I captured as monitor and then just use the other one. But, yeah, I'll do that later. Not quite done yet. Plenty more to add, and eventually I want to have a proper nice map at that scale as well. You're excited to melt more browsers. Oh, no. I mean, like, I have my, original map for, not Thrasin, the other one. My original map for Abravost used to crash my phone. Because I would have it embedded in a bunch of articles, and it would crash my phone. Because it just, the map was just a bit big, and it is still a little bit big. I'm trying to figure out ways to maybe compress it a bit more. But it used to crash my phone, and then I halved it in size, and now it doesn't, most of the time. There are some one I don't think crashes my phone, but I haven't checked. It's the same size though, so in theory it shouldn't. Good morning, RPG Dinosaur Bob. How are you? Do you have your morning coffee? The day's off to a good start. Look at me avoiding work on the last day of my day job before vacation. Oh, hell yeah. That's what the last day is for, isn't it? Absolutely. And it's like, nah. It's like the last day of school. No one does anything on the last day of school. No one does. Take it from me. Someone who, I think, when did I graduate? Last month? I didn't do anything in the last Zoom class. I can guarantee you that. I don't remember even what happened. I'm pretty sure I was just chilling. I might have been playing, like, Pokemon during that Zoom call. Actually, wait, when was it? I was definitely doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, because I was just like, nah. Nah, dude. Nah. Productivity? Ew. Lame. Still a few days to go. Oof. But almost out. Almost free. Oh my god, I'm unemployed, so I'm just like, chill. Christmas Eve is a work day? Ew. Gross. No one wants to work Christmas Eve or Christmas. Aside from the fact you get that good sweet penalty pay. It's the only benefit, and is it worth it? It depends. Depends on how shitty people are being. My god. Then again, I'm the kind of person who would want to take Christmas as a work day just to avoid going to family Christmas. But that's me. That's my problem. But after that, you've got vacation. Hell yeah. Vacation is coming. Freedom is close. So close. And then Christmas will be Christmas. Hopefully. Hopefully Christmas will be good. Christmas is a bit of a mess in Australia at the moment, just because things have happened. Oops, wrong button. I think it must be 6. You used to have to work Christmas Eve and you worked retail. Ugh. Ugh. Working retail on holidays sounds like a nightmare. But so does hospitality. Basically just working on Christmas Day. Christmas is not good. I've been told. Gain this vacation is one of the few perks of working in academia. Nice. Your wife works retail Christmas Eve. Holy shit. That is not fun. Especially not like now. Even like, you know, ordinary Christmas Eve. Bad enough, right? But like, 2020 Christmas Eve. Not a great time to have to work retail. I cannot imagine that. Like, I specifically went and did my Christmas shopping, and by that I mean very late birthday shopping, like 2 weeks ago. Because I was like, I know I need to go. I need to go before Christmas. I'm going to just do it now. I decided to do it 2 days before I went. I do plan, and I was like, I gotta do it. And it was not super packed, but it was still a little bit like, there's too many people. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like going shopping. Had to guilt her to working second Christmas Day shift. Ew. Ew. Yeah, why is retail open? Because cash money. It's open Christmas Eve because they need it's for last minute shoppers who are wrapping all their presents Christmas Eve to be ready for family Christmas tomorrow, and they go, oh shit, I didn't buy a present for Nana, and they run out. They run out and they get the final Nana gifts. Or you're like me and you buy her a potted plant on the day, which means salute the poor Bunnings employees. We do that every year though, so that's always how it is. Sorry, Bunnings. Many supermarkets are open Christmas Day too, yeah. It's not worth it. 2 years ago you worked first Christmas Day and I got so much. It was really criminal. Ugh. God. Today and tomorrow are still wife days, so I'm limited on writing. Damn. The agreement we made is Monday is solo time and Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday is together time. Seems perfectly reasonable. Back on my day, if you didn't have your holiday set before the day off, you went to the convenience store gas station and you got you a can of you got a can of Dinty Moore beef stew. Exactly, right? You just buy last minute stuff. Which is, again, you're buying potted plants at Bunnings. We do that. My family, we love that. I did polish my battle arena last night. Nice. Nice. Conquest. Now has a cover, and maps, and fancy spoiler blocks for readability. Yes! I don't use spoilers anywhere near as much as I probably should. Rest in peace to anyone who actually reads the articles. Oh no. What am I even up to? I have no idea. I should have. It was things that happened. Fancy buttons with tables and stats mostly. Yeah, I mean that's a good way to do it. I guess because I don't really use tables and stats and stuff. I never have a need for it. Plus, like, you can't use the fancy tables and spoilers either. Not that I use fancy tables very much. Like, the pledge article is the only one that I use them in. Well, I guess I do put I put these ones in spoilers. Just because, like, the Countries of Thrasen table has, like, 60 entries. And so for everyone's benefit, I put it in a spoiler. And I'm like, no. You don't have to read it. It's there for me. Not that anyone can see this article yet. This is a unpublished article currently. Family tradition is now Bunnings snack for lunch for anyone who actually awake. I mean, that's a mood. That's a mood. We don't get Bunnings snags for Christmas, though I am going for lunch on Christmas this year for once. Usually we go for afternoon tea, but I'm going to my brother's house for lunch because we haven't seen them in a while, and they're not coming to the family Christmas. Not sure why, but they're like, oh wait, we can't come. It's like, that's fair. And then we're going to family Christmas for the afternoon tea / dinner, and I'm like, oh god, it's a busy day, but we're gonna have to buy a potted plant at some point. I'm having, and by lunch I mean breakfast, because I don't wake up until 11 on a good day. So 27 articles for 21 prompts so far. Nice. And today's prompt's from me tricky. What is today's prompt? I've only used one of the prompts, kind of. Today's is popular game. Oh, nah. Nah. Can't do that. Last time I wrote about a game in my world, I ended up accidentally reinventing, like, blackjack. I think is what I accidentally did. I'm pretty sure I reinvented blackjack. Because I made it, I did all the math, and then I put an example down and went, wait, isn't that just how blackjack works? And then I just finished the article and stepped away. And I left it where it was. I was like, you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. If it was a modern setting, I would do video games, but alas, alack. This is not a modern setting. I guess magic games would work, but that requires effort, and I'm not clever enough for that. Can invent a tarot card game or a combat version of it? Yeah? Could absolutely do that. I could definitely work. Oh, this is banging against something. Oh god, that's why. Ooh. Beep, beep, beep. Very, very curly chord. Maybe a bluff game where you throw 3 hidden cards out of 5 against your opponent's 3 or something. Ooh, that could be interesting. And given it's tarot, that kind of makes a lot of sense. It's all about, you know, just like chance and stuff. So that makes a lot of sense. We're usually woken up at about 6 AM by the children for Santa gifts. Then we crash while the kids crash around 8 AM. Then sleep until about 4 PM. And then have Christmas dinner. Hell yeah. Oh, you do family Christmas Eve. That makes sense. Yeah. My family, we do Christmas Day. And we do usually dinner. So we will head over to somebody's house at about 3-ish. And then we will stay until about 7. And we'll just chill. And we'll usually do presents either before tea or after tea. Kind of depends. But the thing is that the youngest person there is technically, depending on which generation you're counting, it's either someone who is, I believe, 19 now, or it's the 5-year-old. Because we have like one great-grandchild in the whole family set currently. So that, like, there's only one kid. Everybody else is an adult. The rest of us do not care. Divided at points over 3 defense points, so that indicates what you want highest. Ooh, yeah. That's a good idea, yeah. Make sure you keep note of that, then you can continue to brainstorm it as it goes. Yes, the cloud zone capacity would also be a fun game. How many cloud stones are in this jar? Oh god, I remember bean counting. Damn. I haven't counted beans in ages. How many jelly beans are in this jar? Damn. How many kilograms and encased cloudstone keep up in the air? Ooh, that's good too. It's very simple, but like that's an efficient system. I like that. I think that's a cool idea. Thunder, Imperial Control. These groups were bundled together into the loose province of... Wait, did I mention provinces before? Where did I mention a province? Shit. No, I think that was the other country. It was Jailba, right? It was an in-depth cake, because they were originally the province of Tormund, which I'm not pronouncing correctly, it's like Tormund. Which that's even spelled correctly. Oh my god. Bruh. Right? Bruh. Compendium. Do large breakfast with gifts, then sleeping, then large barbecue, and stay up until like 5 a.m. the next morning doing nighttime flags and stuff. The 3-meter deep fire pit. Damn. Your Christmas sounds like a lot more, like, interesting than mine is. Which, admittedly, not a high bar to clear. Not a high bar to clear at all. We do not do much for Christmas. I think it's in here. What is Hmong? What is Ang? Which language have I taken this from? Where'd you put it? Ang? South. Ah. It's an A. Isaac, the A has an accent on it. God damn it. God damn it. Like, the closest thing to interesting family thing is that one family does Christmas Day, the other one does the first Saturday of December. And it's basically the same. It's still just, it's dinner each time. But the difference is that the family that does first week of December is that I'm the youngest person in that family, which means the youngest person is 21. And no, they just drink now. Like, that's it. It's just, they all go over to somebody's house and they drink. I don't even go. Because I'm like, I don't know these people. These are like my second cousins. And none of them show up because they were all busy. So my entire generation in that family just doesn't go. It's only my dad's generation. It's my dad's cousins. Because I have cousins on my dad's side, like first cousins. But they live in Aubrey. And I'm not going up to Aubrey. I'm not doing it. I've done it before. I'm not doing it for Christmas. Just no. Gross. I also don't think I'm technically allowed to anymore. Depending on who you ask. I'm not supposed to cross the border now. For the minute. Actually, no, I think I'm allowed to go to Aubrey, but it's still, like, complicated. Too much effort required to figure that out. Then we have dinner on the eve, then we recite Christmas poetry to get our gifts, and Christmas Day is just kind of pointless. It's technically not really Christmas. We only do gifts for the children. Most of us are practicing pagans, so we celebrate summer solstice, which was actually 2 nights ago. Ah, okay. Yeah, but gifts for the kids. So, you know, you all meet up, but it's, you know, it's mostly just to chill. And I mean, no one, I think the majority of my family, we're definitely not practicing. We are not practicing Catholics. Or Christians, sorry, we're Presbyterians. Technically. By default, we are Presbyterians. But I don't think any of us really give a shit. I mean, none of us go to church, to my knowledge. Actually, I think some of us are Catholic. But I don't know if they go to church. I don't think they care. They don't bring it up. They do not make a lot of mention of it. Because it doesn't really matter. Because they know that the majority of the family does not care. Like, we're not celebrating Christmas for religious reasons. We're doing it because presents! Yay! And on that front, now that there's like one grandchild running around, we do actually have a reason to do Christmas. Because before that, it was me and my cousin, who were the youngest people. And, I don't think either of us really gave a shit. Because we were like, you know, 17 and 18 at the time. You're just like, whatever. It do be like that. Yeah, Christmas is just fun and chill time with good food. Exactly. That's exactly the way it goes. Except when you're me and you're just, hey, anxiety. Anxiety just comes out of left field, just domes me. I'm like, oh, cool. But most of the time it's still pretty fun and chill. You're just sitting around and you're just chilling out. And luckily this year we're going to the person who has the largest house. Like the physically largest property. Which means we can all space. Which is good. I will have my mask on anyway because no. But it'll be nice to just chill. And I haven't seen any of them in ages. Like, I think I saw both of my aunts No, I saw one of my aunts really briefly in June because she had been somewhere. She was coming back from somewhere and went, "Hey, I'm going in like the general direction of, you know, my like nibbling's house. I'm gonna go to the ATM, grab some cash, come to their house, and hand them $100 as a birthday present." Because my birthday was in June. And that's it. That's the only member of my family that I have seen, like from that extended family, that I have seen in months. Like, I haven't seen any of them since last Christmas, basically. Which is rough. So it'll be nice to see him again. Except for the assholes. Which, they will be there. It's always the downside with family Christmas. There's gotta be an asshole. And you go, there's no asshole cousins. No, there is. There's always an asshole cousin. If you don't think there is one, it might be you. Unfortunately. Which is always devastating. Okay, so they were the loose province of Tomong. So I guess I'm just gonna insert Nick here. I'm not gonna name it yet. Insert Nick here. They slowly developed a shared sense of belonging. As such, when the empire began to collapse, I'm going to put again the province. Oof. The single entity and took back control. Parents' house is large, but Christmas it's packed tighter than a sardine can. There's 11 children, 32 grandchildren, and now 4 great-grandchildren. God damn! That is a big family. I don't think I have that many if you count both sides of my family. Like, we don't have that many. Because there's, in my parent generation, there's, what? 5 families? No. 4. There's 4. Myself and then there's 2 on my mom's side, 1 on my dad's side. And then there's what? 3, 2, 3. That's 11 grandchildren. And then we have 3 great-grandchildren, 2 on one side, 1 on the other side. That's it. We're tiny. We are not a large group. Oh, I guess if you count like spouses and shit. But that's counting I'm not doing. But on the one side, we're not very big. And we're fairly spread out too, so a bunch of us just don't show up. Like, my sister isn't coming because she's still in Korea. My brother and his fiancée aren't coming. Don't know why. Maybe they just don't want us to pack into our car. Because they can't drive. So they have to come in our car. And it's a 5-seater car and there's already 3 people in that car. So, I wasn't looking forward to that if they were coming. About I don't know, a week ago, I'm sitting there like, so is my brother coming to Christmas? And Mom goes, I don't know. And I'm like, because if they are, I'm going to have to wear a mask in the car because I'm going to have 2 people sandwiching me into the middle seat. And then they said they weren't coming and I was like, booyah. I do love them dearly, but I wasn't gonna be packed like a sardine in that car. And luckily, like, the house is quite large because the house was meant for 3 rowdy children, and now it's just the 2 parents sitting there. And it's a big house, so it just space. I think most of our houses are pretty big because middle class. We love it. You'll love to see it. Though I think technically this year's Christmas was supposed to be at my Nana's house. Because my Nana really wants to hold, all family events. Because she, she doesn't like to travel very much. She doesn't like to drive. Because she's, what? I think she's 80 now? Maybe? She's close to 80. And she's had a, hip replacement. She doesn't like to drive very much. So she's like, please come to my house. I'll host Christmas. And we're all here like, Nana, no. We are not going to your house for Christmas. We already basically can't physically fit in your house. We certainly can't social distance inside of your house. And most of us don't want to have to wear masks. I'm going to wear one anyway, but most of us don't want to have to. So we're going to somebody who has an actual sized house. Nana's house is for like Mother's Day, where we all go separately. The embodiment of the true meaning of blood is thick in the water, since all the children are adopted. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That tracks. And that's nice. It's nice to just have, you know, big family and you're all like, you know, bringing people together. And it is the true meaning, because the true meaning rules. I hate the meaning that the short version gives, because I'm just like, ugh. Ugh. Yes, my bloodline means so much. I'm like, no. The water's the good shit. In the short form, anyway. In the long form, it's obviously the blood, because the blood of the Covenant. And I'm like, hell yeah, Covenant, baby. You love it. You love that chosen family. It's the good shit. Oop, redeem to hydrate. Ah. Grab my bottle again. Aha. Excellent. Okay, where am I up to? Once rebelled as a single entity and took back control. Once the Empire was forced to retreat due to complications after a miscarriage, she couldn't have children of her own. Ah, that sucks. That does suck. But it's good that she, you know, was able to still, like, find a way to create, like, to have a family. Even if it's not maybe the way she hoped or thought she would. You know, you still got, like, you know, family. And that's nice. And it's a big family. It does always suck. Medical is not fun. So that's unfortunate. Nobody likes that. Province declared its independence as the oh yes no wrong one, wrong name copied in the list. First the word and chose as its first queen. Hey. Great question. Who the hell was their first queen? Oh no, I'm gonna need the drive, aren't I? Oh jeez. Alright, one moment. Let me grab the drive. Oh, my apples. Apples. Okay. It is... Which one is it? There it is. Alright, we got it. Found it. The home and away family. Oh my god. I mean, yeah. That works. Ah, oh, jeez. Okay, so I know... Well, she can't be called Icon, that's basically it. I don't know what I thought I was gonna get out of going on this page. I'm like, hey, what was the queen called? And I'm like, this does not help elucidate that in any way. It tells me her name isn't Vita. It's not Kulvisko. It's not Uchla. That's it, though. Oh, okay, no, so it can't be Vita, because it's using... No, because they carried on for that Vita. No, okay, so it can't be called Vira. Eh. Names are hard. Names are hard. Okay, soldiers who had fought valiantly. Freedom! I won't name her, it doesn't matter. She doesn't need to be named. This will be long enough without names. Without a bunch of proper nouns. Considering their name literally just means crowned land, it's fine. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it literally means crowned land. That is their problem. It almost looked like the word crowned, too. It was like Frode. If you can't read IPA, it almost looks like that. Oh, jeez. Stretch. I will post-check myself. Ah, God. There we go. Excellent. That is my call for everybody else in the audience to post-check. Yeah, names are hard. I can never come up with names for my Pokemon when doing a Nuzlocke. You just tend to default to Final Fantasy summons or monsters. Honestly, that's usually the way. Half the time, I think like in my current Pokemon Sword, no Shield, Sword playthrough. Sorry, I didn't buy the game, so couldn't remember which one it was. I've been using the shitty conlangs to name them, but normally I literally just go. I just make a bunch of weird connections. Like I named a Blastoise Flash, with the logic being that Blastoise has cannons, and cannon is a type of camera, right? And cameras have flash on them, and that was it. That's the kind of connections I usually use to name Pokemon. Is I just make a bunch of just silly leaps and just name them a bunch of random nouns. And I'm like, this works. This is perfect. Mwah. And I mean, for most of this, like, in this section of Tiomara anyway, it is basically all just shittily conlanged. And that requires gibberish, baby. But all the gibberish has meaning, and that means I have to do it later. Because I don't want to conlang on stream, because it's just me sitting here like, what sounds neat? I don't like doing that. She set about. God, that sleeve is disgusting. All my makeup came off on my sleeve. Oh no. What is she said about doing? What is she doing? Madam? Because if ooh. Shell Shocker for me, which is a reference to the first Pokemon movie. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. References are also good. It's either references, random names of just things, or, you know, noun shenanigans. That's always the way. That's always the way with Pokemon names. I probably should actually have put the dates of the war in here. When did the war start? When did the war start? War started in 178. Excellent. In 178. 49 discovery. Really? Wait, what? Oh, negative 140. Negative 178. My bad. God damn it, that's the wrong one. Sorry. It was in the way. There we go. 28 plenty. 178 BC, which means if it's 178, that it was an independent country, mostly chilling, for about 330 years. Don't quote me on the math. Don't quote me on the math. About 330 years. And then, you know, the war happens for etc. for like 60? No, like 40 years. 46 years, I think, because it's inclusive dates. So it does be like that. And then, you know, shenanigans. Root for Venusaur and Spitfire for Charizards. Hell yeah. You have for the Carbuncle, and it's Psychic Fairy. Ooh. Nice. I did have to take a moment to figure out what a carbuncle was, because I don't think I know. And my immediate bit was, isn't that the name of a Pokemon? Isn't there a Pokemon called Carbuncle? So, oops. Oopsie daisies. Hey. Well, okay, I can check. When did the war end? 46 war. 446 war. Jesus Christ, can you imagine? There's 132. Right, so then they merged with Sunborgen about 40 years later. Which is pretty neat. 40 years of war, 40 years of chillin', and then begins the time. The time of things happening. Oh boy. Set about ties with the other nations who gained their freedom from the Empire. Particularly with the neighboring. We're gonna. Oh, two. Sherladon. Like that Sherladon, baby! Most types have barriers, and Carbuncle is always listed as a Fey-like creature. Makes sense. Makes complete sense to me as someone who doesn't know what a Carbuncle looks like. Fifi. Ah, bunny! Bunny companion. That's cute. Not Final Fantasy 2, it's not Final Fantasy in general. Oh, they're cute. Oh, they're cute little thingies. Aww. Gosh. Hell yeah. That rules. Oh, my eyeballs. Oh, Chrome's so huge. Blinding. That's why I don't use Chrome much on that monitor. It blinds me all the time. Oh, jeez. The other nations who gained their freedom from the Empire. Particularly with the neighboring Sherladon, which I don't know what their original borders were, and I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Nope. Damn it. Dang it. It's a bunny puppy thing. Aww. That's cute. That's cute. Super cute. I wish I'd played more of those games growing up, but unfortunately I didn't have a console until I was like 17. So. And someone just went boop, right past me all the time. Everyone's like, Final Fantasy 7, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. That doesn't mean anything. I own a DS. Yeah. They're in Final Fantasy and there's a lot of stuff that features after them. Yeah, like... Aww. Hell yeah. Many centuries of peace. Working keeping its territory safe. Only console I have is an original Xbox, been a PC boy most of my life. Yeah, same basically. Like I've been PC basically since I was born, and then I got a DS when I was about 8. And then I've basically been I've had a DS, and then I had a 3DS. And currently I'm borrowing a friend's Switch. And then now I have a PS4 as well, but I didn't used to. Becoming a gamer was a recent change. Because prior to that, it was basically just me playing Pokemon on my DS and then Age of Empires on my computer. And like, I have a physical disc for Civilization 5. for my computer. I have a physical disc for Civ 5, even though it's on Steam. I went into an EB Games and I bought a physical disc. I was like, this is perfect. This makes complete sense. Yes. I am primarily PC gamer. That said, I have basically only played Minecraft for the last like 2 months. So, oops. I can even check. Oh no, my apologies, I played Among Us last week. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. I played Among Us last week and I played Tabletop Simulator like 2 weeks ago. I don't play a lot of games at the moment. Because I've been too busy writing. January is gonna be gamer time. Where I'm just gonna go full gamer. And I will forget to create. I will just be gaming. Which will ideally not just be Minecraft. I haven't figured out what game I'll play, but it won't be Minecraft. Not for all of it. I love Minecraft, but I gotta have some variety in my life. Damn. I got all 3 carbon core mounts. Nice. Oh yeah, it did. It basically did. I went, here's the disc for Civ 5. I had to get out my portable disc drive to put it in. Here you go. And it went, hey, download the Steam version. And I'm like, okay. Same with XCOM 2. I bought XCOM 2 in stores for PC. And so I have the XCOM 2 discs. And that just made a Steam download. And now if I uninstall XCOM 2 from my computer, I reinstall it through Steam. I don't need to use the discs. It was basically just a, hey Steam, this person has the game. Let them download it, please. And that's it. It's almost like a Steam code, but with more steps. Because I don't have a disk drive. I have to grab out my portable disk drive, which is shit. Or I grab out the whole separate computer that has a disk drive in it. Because I'm on, like, laptop. And no one puts disk drives in laptops. So I grab the one laptop with a disk drive. And I'm like, here you go. Download, please. And then I download it on the disk drive computer. And then I go and download it on Steam on another computer. I think that's exactly what I did last time. I was like, grab out my sister's big laptop, install it on the big laptop, and then go and get my laptop and do it there. Disk drive that won't open anymore. It's jammed. Oof. Gross. I had that with my old desktop for a bit, where just one of the drives just didn't work anymore. You just couldn't open it. You could, but it was way too much effort, so you could only use disk drive 2. Which is a little bit weird. But you could not use disk drive 1, you had to use 2. And it was like, alright. You know, whatever works. If it works, it works. You, when you buy physical, you don't own the game anymore. Yeah. And I mean, I've stopped buying physical just because I know, well, at least for PC games, because I know that Steam will run more frequent sales anyway. So it will cost me less. And I'm less attached to my physical cash now. So I don't have to buy things in person as much. So I'm like, yes, it is time to just buy it on Steam anyway. Just cut out the middle, man, just buy it on Steam. I do still buy PS4 games as physical though, but I'm not buying a whole lot of those at the moment. I've basically got the PS4 games that I want to have at this point. Like, I can't think of there'd be many more that I'm like, I need to have these. I do kind of want to, because my friend has lent me their Switch so that I can play Pokemon, and part of me wants to buy them the physical game cart for Breath of the Wild, because I think they would prefer physical as well for that. But that's effort and money. So I have not bought Breath of the Wild for the Switch that I'm borrowing, but I've considered it. And I might do it when I'm next, like, at my shopping center. Depending on when they're next coming over. Never had, yeah, and yeah, if the game store's ages away, Steam's good for that. Like, I live like 15 minutes by bus from the nearest game store. So I was just like, video games, yes. There's a local game shop 50 kilometers away. Okay, so that's already 50 times further than I had to go, at least. Probably more. Not less. More like 20 times further than I had to go. And if you want a better selection, you gotta go to the capital, which is 170 kilometers away, and a boat ride. And an entire boat ride in there. Oh no. A physical if it's special edition or has like a book or statue. Yeah, that makes sense too. Like if you already know you're gonna like a game and there's a special edition, that makes sense. I don't think I have any special editions actually. I think I bought the special edition for Rise of the Tomb Raider because I thought my sister would like the game, and I think she did. And I wanted to buy it in person because if you buy it on the PS4 store, she would notice because she was playing the PS4. So I bought it in physical, and it came in like a nice tin. That's about it though. Like it just came in a nice tin because it was the only one available and it was cheap. And I was like, I'll just buy the cool version in the tin, I guess. There you go. That'll work. Other than that, I don't think I have any cool versions of games, unfortunately. I am a scrub, owning only the normal versions. I gripe. Came up frequently. I need a comma there. Here came up frequently. Was there very limited access to the coast. Only owning 2 settlements by the shore. Yeah, most of Bethesda's games come with maps. I think, because I have Fallout 4 physical as well, it came with the perk chart, which, incidentally, is useless for that game, because the physical perk chart does not tell you what any of the perks do, so I'm just looking at it like, is this purely for the aesthetic value? Because, I mean, it looks neat, but, like, it doesn't tell me anything. Like, I can't look at it and, like, plan out anything. I can't go, ooh, so if I take, 8 points in Constitution, I can access this skill, this con skill. No, it doesn't tell you any of that. It was just like, what? I think it came with a map, too, but the perk chart always bothers me because it's useless. It's just absolutely useless in that game. Needed to have text on it, or it's for actual purposes. It's not pretty enough. It's not pretty enough for pure aesthetics, Bethesda. And I think I've bought Skyrim 3 times, and I don't think I've gotten anything special with any of them. One of them is digital, though. You have your Oblivion map, which is extremely dog-eared. Hell yeah. You just make a shit ton of notes and everything's on there. That's the way. That's the way. I think... did we do that for something? No, I don't think we've ever had the maps, though. I'd have to check. Because, I mean, it's all out there, but that's, like, effort, It's effort to get up from my seat and walk the whole 2-3 meters to my shoebox full of video games. To check. I know. Oh, I do have a collector's edition for something. I have the collector's edition of Child of Light. That's what I have. That's the only special edition I know I have that came with things. Because that came in a nice box. I don't know what the box is. It came in a neat, like a little, like a slip cover, I guess, not a box. It came in a slip cover. It had an art book in it. It came with a little keychain of the little blue fireball thingo. And it came with a poster with art drawn by... I've forgotten his name. He's the Final Fantasy dude. The cool Final Fantasy dude. It came with a poster drawn by him of the main character. I've forgotten. Amana? Final Fantasy fans know who I'm talking about. The cool art dude who draws the logos most of the time. Or like the character that's in the logo. Except for, when they make the logos super boring and don't put the art in it. But yeah, like, it's got artwork by Amano, and that's currently on my wall. I don't actually like Child of Light very much. I did not enjoy it. But I own the special edition of it, so like, hey, bro, this rules. And the post is neat. It's very folded though, because it's been folded for like 6 years. So I'd have to... I haven't figured out how to fix that yet. Yeah, Mana. I couldn't remember his first name, but I was just like... He played Oblivion religiously, had the map on the wall next to me, and have post-it notes and Sharpie text. Hell yeah. That's the good stuff. That's the fun stuff. I like maps in games a lot. Like when they actually like give you maps. That stuff's always really cool. Skirmishes. The fort in the hopes of expanding. This reach. With these were either unsuccessful or only lasted a few years before being claimed. Ursula was failing to conquer the coast since many long ago. These were... I don't like having a single word for... Oh, I guess no. That right. Reconquered. No, reclaimed was the right word. I just needed to. Maybe just owning. I think it was a limited access to the coast. Only owning 2 settlements by the shore. Maybe just only owning 2 settlements. Maybe only having 2 settlements there. Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah, boy! Oh yeah. That's stuff. I should check something. Ah, eyeballs. My eyeballs. Eyeballs. I'm just checking, since it is nearly 1 AM, I'm just checking. Yeah, okay, Bob is supposed to go up soon. Awesome. Yep, cool. Just making sure. Just making sure. Just so I wouldn't forget. And when Bethesda announced Skyrim and showed off the map, I took a HD render of it and took it to my now slightly older brother-in-law. And he stamped the map onto a large sheet of leather. Oh, that rules! Oh, that is so cool. God. A leather map? That is awesome. Like, that's just straight up cool as hell. Like, that's just it. That's just super cool. No exceptions, no other words for it. That is just super awesome. Many countries in the south with the outbreak of the Central. I can't spell the word central. Please help. The Central War between Ozaha, Lavuz, and Zderozad. Yeah. Initially petty conflict over succession, and soon grew to expand large amounts of the central and south of the continent. And throw with... Nope, I keep putting capitals in there. There's a lot of itty bitty holes in it when you put tax in it, color coded for different stuff. I mean, hell yeah. But it's so cool though. And that just rules. This is super cool. He's just cool. Okay, so it is 1 AM, but what I'm gonna do, since I think Bob just came online, I'm I'm basically gonna wait for like 2 minutes. And then we'll raid Bob in 2 minutes. With, oh god, steros. Is it the only, oh no, it's Uzav. This. Whoa. When that country all but splintered, like actually all but split into 2 factions, one led by prominent general and another led by one of the claimants to the throne. Estro was stayed committed to royalty. I guess how long is that gonna end up being? Not too long. It was 27 by 40 inches, so about the size of a movie poster. Ooh, that's a pretty big size map though. Like, holy shit. That rules. Like, that is just so cool. Oh god. That's just so cool. To see royalty. At war's end. Oop, War's. Uh-oh. Where's the apostrophe? Oh, shit. The hell? Where did you put it? There it is. At war's end. With the signing of treaty, oops, shit. Signing of the Treaty of Unios. The prince became the king of, like that, Sammy boy, Sam Bogan. And Roeth committed fully to a strong alliance with the new kingdom. Excellent. Okay. So I think that's, well, I'll cut it at the end of that paragraph just because that's a decent point. Well, it's not a paragraph, but it's a sentence. That's a decent point to stop because it is now 1 AM and that means that my time slot is now over. And Ashes has dropped in doing a lurk at the last minute. Article number 4. That is a lot of articles, Natalia. Good job. Congratulations. So since it is now 1 AM, what we will be doing... Oops, I'm gonna have to figure out where the slash is. Help. Estonia? Estonia, please. There it is. Raid. RPG Dinosaur Bob. Alright. We'll be raiding RPG Dinosaur Bob. We do have a raid call. It is... Get ready. And it has a flaming toast emote, which you can use channel points to redeem if you do not otherwise have it. My time slot. My time slot of 2 hours, because it's 1 in the morning. Sleep is good. Sleep is good. So yeah, thank you all for coming. Hope you all had a lovely time just chilling and chatting and, you know, productive or, you know, whatever productivity meant for today, whether it was like you got a nap, wrote articles, etc. I hope you all have lovely days going forward. I know you'll have a good time with RPG Dinosaur Bob, as we always do. And I will hopefully see many of you around in the future. Bye-bye!